Cheers, I do, Buckaroos, and how the heck are you? This is my first venture out since this thing started, other than, quick trips to the store. But Springfield Brewing Company has opened up for limited seating. It's very interesting looking around. There's no bar seating whatsoever. They've got everybody spaced out. There are some groups of tables where people are sitting together. But I guess that would come together. But other than that, they're spaced out quite a bit. It's very interesting. Anyway, so the first beer I'm having is the Age of Ultron. It's meant to be a Japanese style lager, so it does employ rice. And I haven't even taken a drink or checked the nose yet, so you're the first. Oh, wow, it's very nice on the nose. Actually, light, clean, and herbal. I don't know what hops they're using, but I get an herbal note on the nose, and I'm going to take a drink. Oh, that ain't bad. This is my first beer that I've had all week. I remember way back when, as a young drinker, before, we really thought about craft beer. I remember a lot of us were drinking macros at the time. Would venture into the Japanese beer thinking it was Sapporo, Kirin at the time. We're a little cleaner. It felt a little cleaner than most American beer. And this one does. It is done well. I have to admit, though, that my last experience with Sapporo, I didn't like it at all. It felt like I finished lazy. This employs those methods, right? But it is a craft beer. It's not meant to be a mass-produced beer. So even though it is an homage to the Japanese style, it really is better than any commercial styles of that product. A very nice, clean, crisp finish. Again, I'm getting herbal notes as far as the hops are concerned, and I'm not sure what they're using, but that's kind of how I'm feeling it. This is my first beer I've had all week, believe it or not. Last week was my first week back to work, so I didn't even have a beer at all till Friday, and here I waited all week to have one. So why not? Let's enjoy. My wife had to run to the store to get something, so I let her drop me off here for the duration of her going to the store, coming back. So that could be, an hour, it could be 3 hours, who knows. But I am kind of enjoying just being out for the first time in several weeks. Our state's been open for just shy of 2 weeks now, so I thought, well, this might be an all right time to test the waters. All the staff are wearing masks. The patrons aren't. None that I notice. Of course, you can't drink with a mask on. I don't know. I've kind of resigned myself to what's going to happen. It's going to happen at this point. But out of courtesy, when I am other places, I tend to wear a mask. I don't. Just out of courtesy to the others. This is pretty good, though. Actually, I can feel myself drinking this in about 12 seconds. Especially since it's the first beer I've had in quite some time. But not knowing how long my wife is going to be shopping, I do want to pace myself. I don't remember if I mentioned this earlier in the video, but it's 4.8%, which is, right in line per style, anywhere between 4.5 to 5 typically. So 4.8 is certainly in line. And I know a lot of people won't call anything over 4% a session beer. For me, this is a session beer. This is a beer that you can certainly session. But my understanding of that phrase is different than those that have traveled to Europe. I didn't grow up in London or England or the UK or whatever, where you had the limited, that's how a session was referred to, as your 4-hour pub session. So my interpretation of a session is different from my American point of view, but to me, this certainly one is you can knock back several with some friends. So there you go. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. Glad to see you. I'm glad to be out for the first time in a while. It was a bit of a brutal work day. It is hot in that little kitchen that I am. Anyway. But I am grateful to be back at work. I'm grateful to be able to be out. And we'll see how this thing shapes up. See if things get better or worse as it all plays out. Anyway, I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, prolific beer drinker, beer wisdom man. All right, good guy. Cheers. Cheers, hey, do Buckaroos. How the heck are you? I am Tom Beer Whisperer. Who else would I be, man? This is my first venture out. This is my second beer, though. It is a Margarita Sour, 4.8%, a kettle sour with lime and salt. It's very interesting. It is what you think it'd be. A slightly tart on the nose. They don't call it a goza, but it would certainly have to fit in that category with that pinch of salt. You can feel a lime right away. Kind of subsides a little in the middle. Then again, you feel that lime tartness with that little bit of salt right in the finish. It's not bad. Long ago, I wouldn't be kind of ordering a beer like this, and now it just sounded good anyway. Growth, right? Anyway, I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker, Buckaroos, and all around good guy. Cheers. Cheers, I do Buckaroos, and how the heck are you? So I decided I better order some food, man, just in case my wife is running long. Coming back to get me. They had a Circle B andouille sausage. I've started eating one. I'll show you the one I have. It comes with two of these. You can order it in 3 different ways. I ordered it with the barbecue sauce and slaw, as you can see there. It is a beautiful andouille sausage. I'll show you one that I have taken a bite out of, just to show you how good looking that andouille is. It's kind of a little bite. It's not. I like spice. I like real spicy. So for me, it's fine. For some, maybe not so. But for me, it's perfect. This is what I want an andouille to taste like. I want it to have some bite. I want to know I'm having an andouille. And it comes with 2 sides. I chose to go with their beans, which comes with some pulled pork, and you can have some nice pieces of pulled pork in there. And then going a bit from my childhood, they have a cucumber, onion, and tomato salad. That's absolutely gorgeous. So there you go. Perfect for summer. The food is beautiful. But again, since I wasn't sure how long my wife was going to because I was going to wait and just order something to go home for both of us. And I better have something now. Actually, I didn't realize this came with 2 sausages when I ordered it. I thought it just came with 1. So I may eat one now and put the other in a box for later. But it is absolutely brilliant and it goes perfect with the beer. So I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, having some food. Beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker, Buckaroos, all around good guy. Cheers, y'all. Cheers, I do Buckaroos. I think, all right, I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. I'm still at Springfield Brewing Company, but I decided to order some food. And what I ordered was the Circle B andouille sausage. Let me show you one I haven't been into yet. I ordered it with the barbecue sauce and slaw. Comes with 2 sides. I went with the beans, which comes with nice pieces of pulled pork in it here, and a cucumber tomato salad. A little bit from my childhood there. I used to eat a lot of that growing up. Cucumber, actually, that would make cucumber and onion salad, not tomato. That's how I'd make it now, though. It's absolutely brilliant. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker, Buckaroos. Man, sometimes you gotta eat, man. All around good guy. Cheers.